On Sunday, major newspapers around the world reported a significant development. The Russian army has taken control of supplies belonging to an American company. This move has attracted global attention due to its political, economic, and military implications. The Russian government seized the assets of Glavprodukt, a large American-owned food company operating in Russia. President Vladimir Putin ordered the takeover and placed the company under temporary state control. The Russian authorities stated that this step was necessary to ensure stable food production, especially to supply the Russian army and National Guard during the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Previously, Glavprodukt had never supplied the Russian military. However, after the takeover, the company's new management explained in a letter to the Russian prosecutor general that the seizure was essential for maintaining food supplies for the army. The owner, U.S. businessman Leonid Smirnov, was accused by Russian prosecutors of moving large sums of money out of Russia and trying to block food shipments to the front lines. There are several reasons behind Russia's decision. With the war in Ukraine intensifying, Russia wants to secure a steady food supply for its soldiers. By taking over Glavprodukt, the government can directly control the production and distribution of canned food for the military. Since the start of the Ukraine war, Western countries have imposed heavy sanctions on Russia. Many foreign companies have left Russia or stopped operations. By nationalizing foreign-owned businesses, Russia aims to reduce its dependence on Western companies and keep essential industries running. The move sends a strong message to both domestic and international audiences that Russia is willing to take bold steps to protect its interests, even if it means targeting American assets. Seizing Glavprodukt brings several advantages for Russia. The Russian army now has direct access to a large food producer, reducing the risk of shortages for soldiers on the front lines. By taking control of foreign-owned companies, Russia can keep its economy functioning despite Western sanctions and the departure of many international firms. Displaying captured Western assets, whether military hardware or companies, helps the Russian government rally public support and portray itself as strong and self-reliant. The United States has strongly criticized Russia's actions. U.S. officials have made it clear that the treatment of Glavprodukt will be an important issue in any future talks about U.S. Russia relations. The seizure is seen as a violation of property rights and a threat to American business interests in Russia. In response, the U.S. government has. American leaders have called the move illegal and warned that it could harm diplomatic relations. The U.S. Treasury and State Department have announced new sanctions targeting Russia's financial system, military industry, and those who help Russia evade existing sanctions. The U.S. is working with allies to increase pressure on Russia and limit its access to foreign technology and supplies. The Russian seizure of American supplies could lead to several dangerous outcomes. The U.S. and its allies may respond with even tougher sanctions, further isolating Russia from the global economy and making it harder for Russian businesses to operate internationally. Other foreign businesses still operating in Russia may fear similar actions and withdraw, leading to more economic instability. The move could make diplomatic negotiations between Russia and the West more difficult, reducing the chances of a peaceful resolution to the Ukraine conflict. While nationalizing foreign assets may provide short-term benefits, it can also discourage future investment and harm Russia's long-term economic prospects. Conclusion: the Russian army's takeover of American-owned supplies marks a new chapter in the ongoing conflict between Russia and the West. While it helps Russia secure food for its military and sends a strong political message, it also risks further economic isolation and increased tensions with the United States. The world will be watching closely to see how both sides respond and what consequences this bold move will bring. Please subscribe the channel for international news and analysis.